Hello everybody, my name is Admiral William, and this tutorial will be advancing from level 5 to level 10 and opening up our missions. So we have just logged in. We're going to get in the habit of, once we log in, the first thing that we check is the shopping cart at the top right. See what we've got. We've got a crew member. We're going to take that. We've got one more today before the free ones are over, so we've accepted a sailor upgrade item there. We're going to look for any other exclamation marks. We see we have something in event. Always check events. Scroll down. Let's check our keep online. We've got 14 more minutes before we can pick up another free sweep ticket. See if there's any free fuel. There's no exclamation part there. And we have mail. I usually clear this out once a day, so nothing special there. So we have two ships in our dock that we got during our tutorial. The better ship to use, honestly, is the St. Louis. Now, neither ship, as you come out of your tutorial, have a crew. And I've logged on a couple of times and picked up free sailors, so we should have a crew. Now, there is a unique feature here which I'm going to show you. We're just going to press on the sailor tab first and look at all the sailors that we have. And you'll see we have some specific to Great Britain there. There's one in the top left, and then China, Italy. So we have an American ship. Let's go back to the dock. And we're going to press the crew button, which is to the right of the flashing battle button. No crews assigned yet. We have to hit the plus sign on the crew member in order to assign someone. Now you'll see only crew members which are not nation specific to another country appear. So there's no Great Britain, there's no China, there's no Italy. It's just international, or there are actually American sailors that would appear. We don't have any here right now. So you'll see they're all level 1. And they're all 1-star. The guy on the right, he's a 1-star sailor. He can only ever be a 1-star. Moving over left, there's a 2-star and then a 3-star. So we are going to put our better sailors that on the ship. And every time we go into battle, it gives them experience. And slowly upgrades their level. Now we have a full complement on our St. Louis. You'll see at the bottom it says sailor. There's an aviator's button to the right, but this is an aircraft carrier, so that button won't do anything. Okay, so now we have sailors on our ship. We're only at level 5, so we can't mess with the part system or the armor. We can change weapons, but the weapons that are on the ship are good. If you want to play with that, you sure can, but from my experience, I know the weapons that come with the St. Louis are good, so we'll press the battle button. We're going to go into missions. And if you remember from our last video, if you watched it, when we went to nightmare mode, it wouldn't let us do number 2. Because we haven't cleared number 1 yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter that mission and we're going to clear it out. So rather than make you sit here and watch me go through a mission, I'm going to pause. Okay, so I just finished a mission, and this is what you'll see when you come out of the mission, everything that you got. This is the battle details. Sunk 2 ships, 15 hits, 1 fire started, and then the rewards are underneath that. Now we can just return to the harbor, or you can look at the battle details and see what was fought against on the right, your score on the left, and how many kills you got, as opposed to how many times you died, which if you die in a mission, you fail the mission. And then Sailor is the next tab over across the right on the top there, and you'll see the experience we earned for our sailors is itemized there. and all the details for leveling up. Now you'll see experience right above your sailors on the top, on the middle left there. United States, we're now at 1906. And we have 5 out of 200 points earned. We're going up 80. And that is experience up to 1907. We're going to press return to harbor now. It'll take you back to your main dock. And we used 8 fuel. We're going back to battle, back to missions. We're going to press nightmare mode again, and look, now we can do level 2, the chance nightmare mode. So we're going to do that because what we're doing is we're trying to open up all of these missions while we're going up to level 10. So they're all open. Each one holds different sailor upgrade items that you'll need, so you need to have access to all of these missions. So we're going to enter this battle, and this time I'll let you ride along with me so you can get a visual of what battles are like, and I'll kind of talk you through what I'm doing as I do it. Missions will be changing in the future, so what you see here is just a basic example, and we're in. So the first thing I'm going to do is press that target button right there. It takes me directly on. I'm going to turn right, switch to secondary guns, fire some secondaries, switch to primaries. I'm just going to keep switching backwards and forwards, and you'll see this hitting the target, and he's sunk. Now I hit the crosshairs again, and takes me to the next target, who is way over there. My secondaries won't lock on him. Fairly basic. And that is the mission complete. So now you've done a mission. Get a little bit of experience what they're like, and as you progress up the chain, they do get harder. So this is a very basic low-level mission. They get harder as you move your way up. And hey, we just hit level 6. There's the battle details and what we won. Let's go to actual battle, and it shows how much damage they did to you, how much damage you did to them. This is the interesting one right here. Our sailors are now at level 4 from level 1. And back to the docks. And we unlocked our ability to do armor. So every time you unlock an ability, it'll run you through what to do. So you see the little pointy finger there is telling us to check armor. Adjust the armor thickness will change the ship's speed and ship's defense. Click the plus sign to adjust the armor thickness. So let's tap the screen, and then you'll see over on the top right there, it wants us to do all belts. Now see, if you look below all belts, you'll see you can do just the front, the midden, and the rear. And it's telling us to press apply. Keep going. Parts upgrade will be available at level 7. Parts upgrade will improve your ship. Thanks, Admiral William. No change. So let's go back. Going back to the battle button, back to missions. Let's see what we did. Switch over to nightmare mode, and now we can do front line. And I'm just going to keep doing that. Let's go back to the main dock and see what we've got for fuel left. We've got 105 of 120 fuel left. Now you see that timer next to your oil can at the top there? 5 minutes and 43 seconds until we earn one more. So that's to stop you from just sitting here and constantly doing missions and upgrading ships. You actually, in order to do well in this game, you do have to go out and do battles. So if you're the kind of player that just wants to sit in missions, it's not going to work here. And we're just going to keep doing this until we get up to level 10 and we've cleared all of the restrictions. We can mess with our armor now. It's the parts that we really want to get to. So, nightmare mode. And we're just going to keep doing this. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and I'll wake it back up when we're there. Okay, so we just leveled up here. Took 2 battles. And 3 ships in that one. As we went up, there was more. We're already at level 7 with our sailors. 1907 with our ship's technical year. So now when we go back to docks, it should be telling us that we can go ahead and play with parts. There we go. Want to get more out of your ship? Try refitting them with modules. And see the finger is telling us to press the parts button. Parts should be researched before installed. Okay, so we've done a couple of missions, so it's given us 333 EXP points to play with. You'll see that on the left top side of your screen next to the picture of your St. Louis. If you look at the picture of your St. Louis, there's a crest there, a wreath with a 0. That means that your first line across is yet to be completed for your modules. So let's go ahead and do what the finger says. And in the firepower column, we're going to be researching the subguns. And subgun reloader. No experience is required for that one. You'll find that on every ship. The first one is always free. And we're going to go ahead and install it. Why wouldn't we? And as you can see here, it's a perfect time to explain how this research works as we scroll up and down. This is all of the things that you can research on this ship. We just did the first one for free. Now there's a Roman numeral on the left of the one that we just did that's a 1. Then the one below it is a 2, which we could also do aiming system. And then 3, and then a Roman numeral 4, and then 5. Okay, that 1 means level 1 of your modules. So if we work all the way from left to right, once that's done, on the left, our wreath will say 1. You don't have to do it that way, though. You can work your way down. We can research all of the firepower items in order. Let's go ahead and do that. You see, we just did the subgun reloader. Max aiming is the one below it. We can do that, and it tells you the cost right there is 56 experience points, and it gives you plus 10% main gun accuracy. We're installing it, and there it's done. But if I scroll down, let's go ahead and try and put the level 5 one in. Can't do it yet because the one before it hasn't been done. Go to the one before it. Can't do that because we haven't done the one before that. That one we can do. Or most people just work from left to right. It's up to you. We're going to go ahead and do left to right on this one. And we're going to install it. It's there, and see, now I can do the one below it. There's a padlock on it if you can't do it. We're just going to go ahead and install all of these so you can actually see how now our picture of the St. Louis on the top left now has a gold wreath and a Roman numeral for the number 1. That means we have completed level 1 of our research of our parts. Let's go ahead and go back out of it. And we have a good crew. Our parts are now accessible. And if you're ever curious as to what level you are, where you're at, it's right there under your name. It'll tell you you're at level 7. So we're just going to keep doing missions And before you know it, you'll be up to level 10 using the St. Louis. So, let's take a look at our taskets. It's illuminated. We've done 3 missions. We got 5 sweep tickets and 3,000 gold for doing that. Achievements. We earned an achievement while we were just doing our missions. And we get 5 gold and 30,000 silver for completing strong defense. We also finished first drill under normal difficulty, and it gave us 10 gold and 50,000 silver for that. And we finished chance under nightmare difficulty, so it's giving us 10 gold and 50,000 silver for that. And we finished frontline under nightmare difficulty. It's giving us another 10 gold and 80,000 silver. And we cumulatively get 10,000 silver. There's an award for basically earning 10,000 silver. 10 more sweep tickets. Now we can't sweep until we're level 10, so we just need to keep going. And we got something going on in an event. Always be looking at this between your battles. And we've been online long enough to get another sweep ticket and 5,000 silver. And there's some free fuel going on. You saw that banner scrolling across the screen earlier while I was doing missions. That was telling me that there was free fuel to be snagged. We're going to go open our shopping basket. See the crew has an exclamation point. This will be the last one for today. Some sailor upgrade goodies. Free of charge. We like free. And right up until we get to level 10. So that concludes the training video for today on this one. Come back at level 10 and we shall walk you through how to do missions with sweeps.